What up? So today we're going to be going over how to service your track day generator. This is specifically a Honda EU2000i. If you got a Generac or a Yamaha or a Predator, it's going to be fairly similar. Disassembly and all is going to be a little different, but the basics still apply. You want to change the oil, spark plug, filters. This kit actually didn't come with a fuel filter, which I'm kind of surprised, but we'll get to cleaning that later on, as well as some extra goodies we're going to do this thing while we got it all blown apart. So the first thing we need to determine is, what is a track day generator? Unless you have an absolutely massive RV or toter home or big trailer that you need to power, this is probably going to be all you need for your regular track day warriors. The big thing is this right here, inverter. So what that means is it inverts things. So the big key with inverter generators is they're typically very quiet, even up to like the 9500s, Honda's Predators, they're still pretty freaking quiet. We're going to show you an example of a not track day generator. This is not a track day generator! So to review, track day generator, not track day. This is good. So also make your neighbors at the track very happy, because you won't be absolutely obliterating them with sound. They can hear and think, which you really need to do at a track day. Anyways, let's tear into it.
Our first step will be to take the side panel off. This is just a Phillips head, but it also has a long slot, so if you want to use a flat head, you can also do that. Around on the back side here, there are 4 Phillips head screws holding this muffler cover on. They do get stripped fairly easy, so you may have to upsize your screwdriver just a little bit. Up top on the handle, you will find 2 Phillips head screws. These can get a little jammed in here, so just give them a light tap or use a magnet to get it out. Go ahead and pull the spark plug cover off, as well as the fuel cap. Over around on the front side, there are 4 more Phillips head bolts. There's 2 on the sides and 2 at those little holes in the bottom there. Now this front cover will not come off all of the way due to the wiring for that front panel there, but it's fine. You don't need to take it off all the way for just a normal service. Around on the side, both of the little side skirts can come off. They just snap right in there. Now to get the side panels off, there are 2 10mm bolts down at the bottom. You're going to need an extension to get that off, as well as a magnet to pull those the rest of the way out the holes. There's 1 Phillips head that holds a piece of trim in place right there at the pull rope. Then there's also a vent line that tucks into the side. Once that's removed, your side panel can come off. And on the other side, there's nothing really holding this one in place. It can just pop right out. There are a couple of vibration isolating mounts that may come off as well. If they do, no big deal. Just pop them back in place. And again, unless you're being completely extra like I am being here, there is no need to remove this front panel and these screws from it. But if you do, take plenty of pictures. That way you can put everything back exactly like it's supposed to be.
Little disclaimer quick, if you don't have to, don't take this front panel off because it's an absolute pain. My reasoning for it, you'll see later on in this video, but if you don't have to take this apart, don't do it. If you do, take lots of pictures of this so you know where everything goes when it's time to reassemble. Right, so now that you're here, the air filter first, let's do the easy stuff. Air filter's behind this lovely little cover here. It's your air filter and your breather. There's your air filter. You see we got a little bit of stuff on it. It's a little bit oily, early, probably because of that guy. Usually take paper towel, a little brake clean, tune her up a little bit, make sure we're all good there. Then get your fresh units here. Fresh breather filter and your fresh air filter. It does come pre-oiled. So now you either have your filters replaced or you pulled the whole carburetor valve off and cleaned it up nice, which, you know, you can or you can't. Mine, I sprayed it out with brake clean, but it actually looked really good, so probably didn't need it. Unless you're having problems, you should be fine. So now that this is sorted, let's go on to the spark plug next. That's what happens when you burn leaded fuel. Next on the list, we're going to service the fuel system. We'll show you how to get in here to get the fuel pump, which is located right in here. There is also a fuel filter right here. It's a little, I don't know what you call it. It just sticks up in the bottom of the tank. Usually that kit that I buy off Amazon is like 30 bucks. Typically that will come with a new one of those filters. It actually did not this time. So I'm just gonna pull this out, clean it good with brake clean, send it back. And then we can get on to the oil change. Should be done, kind of. Seeing as this has some little bit of nasty trash in there, I'm gonna go ahead and blow off the tank. We'll get that cleaned out and then we'll blow off this fuel line here just so we can flush it out good. A couple screws you gotta take out. Pretty simple. Just hose this baby out and you'll be good to go. Once again, most of you probably won't have it down to this point. We are going to get the oil changed now. So here's where you change it from right here. You fill and drain from the same spot. It's got a little spout there, and the bodywork actually has a little like trough that it can also fall in. I do still like to pull the bodywork off of it when I change the oil, at least this one side. It just makes less of a mess, but hey, however you want to do it. And then I just pick this rig up and just dump it right out on there. Pretty straightforward on that. Got a little sample of what the oil looks like after a year of usage. Really not too bad. But I like to change it once a year anyway. Now the refilling process is pretty complicated, so I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention on this night. So you get you a nice little bottle. It's 12 fluid ounces, which is actually what this thing just so happens to take. You can probably use any 10W30 to be honest with you, but I get the Honda one just because it comes with a little kit. Poke you a little hole like that. Now what I do, especially if you got the body work off, this is real easy. Just do a little deal like that. Now, if you don't have the body work off, I definitely would recommend using a funnel. Well, even if it's on, you probably can still do the little lean back method like this. Clean your spout off real nice. Right back in she goes. Set her on level ground. And then see where you stand. Oh yeah, right there. That's money, dude. Fresh and clean for another year's worth of abuse. Now they recommend to check your oil, I think every time you use it, but to be honest with you, this is the only time I check the oil. Do with that what you will.
Are you tired of having to cook after a long day at work? Are you not sure what to fix? Or just don't have time to fix anything? Then stop! You need Chef Eats. Chef Eats is the new fast food with organic and clean ingredients, 0 preservatives, and fresh, never frozen meals shipped right to your door. Each meal comes in its own container, making meal prep a breeze. Chef Eats packaging is microwave and oven safe. Simply unwrap the food, place it in the oven or microwave, and in just a few minutes, voila, you have fresh, ready-to-eat meals. No more dragging out that hot, smoky, and dirty grill that leaves your food burnt to a crisp. P.U. Chef Eats has it all, from breakfast to lunch to dinner, dessert, and even some tasty treats. Chef Eats even has meals designed for athletes or for families. Yum! So when it comes to your meal prep in 2025, don't be like this guy. Order Chef Eats today.
What? It's cold outside. Plus these parts are actually small enough for me to do in here. Normally I got gigantic upper fairings and big belly pans and stuff, so pretty sweet.
Don't ever buy these. It doesn't spray. Like, look at the tip of this one, all right? What is that? Look at this. You see how light that's supposed to be? Nice and light blue. That's purple, but like, look at this. You can see, like, there's lighter blue here. It's kind of lighter blue here. Then it gets really dark blue here. Same thing with the purple. It's supposed to be a lot lighter. Kind of this-ish shade, and then it comes out dark purple. Don't ever buy that crap. I'm returning it. But this part's done. These look nice. All right, we got some new cans. We're gonna try this now. Hopefully Rust-Oleum doesn't let me down. Oh, that looks nice.
Getting ready to go on with clear. Don't mind the mess. I got some cabinets to paint later on. First coat for the yellow, it's gonna be with some flake. Now I bought some new flake. This stuff here, you can see the size of it. It's pretty small versus the big chunky bass boat stuff I had on my bike. I think I want to try the smaller stuff with the generators. A little bit smaller of a piece, but we're only gonna spray the yellow stuff. That looks a little funky, don't know why, don't care, gonna spray it with clear. We're only spraying the yellow stuff with the flake, and then we're gonna clean the gun out,
spray the rest of it with just regular clear, a couple coats. Should be good to go.
This thing looks awesome. It looks so ridiculous but awesome at the same time. It needs decals. It really needs decals to break up some of the colors. This, honestly, I kind of wish I would have just painted the whole thing yellow because this turned out so good. I don't know if it could show up well on camera, but the metal flake in this is just like incredible. It turned out so nice. Now I think it looks good. Let's take it over to the bike and see what it looks like. Now there's no body work on the bike, but you can kind of hopefully get a little bit of an idea of like what we're working with here. Does that look good? Does it look cool? I feel like it should. This thing is awesome. I love it. Heck yeah. Let's get some decals printed up for it.